All right, so we'll get going here. First off, thank you guys for coming. I think I know everyone. My name is Nick Rouser. I'm the sheriff here in Broadwater County. I guess, obviously, we've been having meetings with the mill levy that's coming up. We had, about a month ago, we had 3 sets of meetings. This is our second set of meetings. We have another set coming up probably in April. The biggest thing is I'm just trying to get people informed kind of what this mill levy is, the purpose of it, and why we need it. In the last meeting, I'll kind of go back just a little bit. We talked about why we need the mill levy, how much it is. You know, there's a fact sheet back there if anybody wants one, you can take them. There's copies if you want one for somebody else. If you have a large email list, you know, that you're a part of, if you give Mark, take down some emails, we can send the fact sheet out to people. This mill levy was voted in 5 years ago, and the biggest thing I want to emphasize is essentially just a continuation of the mill levy 5 years ago. There's no more mills. I'm not going to ask for any more mills. I'm actually this year, since we're in a pretty good spot right now, we've been able to crunch some numbers. We're going to mill 20% less. So to be, we'll mill 31.95 mills is roughly right where it's at, which means I can mill up to the 39.93 mills. I can never go over that, and that's the current rate everyone's paying right now. But just to try to give people a little bit of a break, I'm going to cut it back this next year. I'm hoping we can maintain that, but we will kind of see. One of the purposes of this meeting, we put out a survey, and we had 3 options. Do you support the mill levy? You know, yes, no, and then I want to know more about the services that I'm providing. So I want to know more about the services that are provided was the second biggest selection. Yes was number 1, that was 2, and no was the third one. So I thought, you know what, if people want to know, how do I show them what we do? It's kind of hard to explain what we do every day, especially if you're not involved or you're not having things happen around you. So I thought, you know what, I do these public tours, I will just take the tour to the public. And that's kind of what we're going to go through a little bit here today. And then there's a video. It is being live streamed to the county's YouTube. So if you could share that if you would like. If you know anyone that couldn't make it tonight and they want to learn about this, they can go watch it on the county's YouTube. Mark just shared a link on our Facebook to that YouTube. So we'll kind of get going here. So our office, we kind of have 4 different divisions or parts to our office. So we got our dispatch control, we got our deputies, we have our detention center, so our detention officers, and we also have a corner. I'm the elected corner, and I got 4 deputy corners. I'm going to kind of go through each one of those and kind of explain what each little department does. So our control center, if you have not been, it's a little room. Dispatch is stuck in there for 12 hours a day. They take all of the calls coming into the office. I would say they're the heartbeat of the sheriff's office. Last year we had 17,000, a little over that, calls for service. They can be public contacts at the dispatch window. They can be the public calling into dispatch. They dispatch deputies, fire, EMS. They control the jail grid in there and answer inmates. So if an inmate's got a question or something, they can hit a button, dispatch answers them, and then they send the detention officer if they can't answer that question. They take non-emergency and emergency calls and send help wherever it's needed. If you are interested, call me. I will take you in and kind of show you. It's a different world in there. There's in the middle of the jail, so they got 4 pods, anywhere from 25 to 45 inmates that they help keep an eye on too. So our deputies. Last year we had 613 cases. To put that a little bit into perspective, 2 years ago we had 480 or 82 or something like that. So we're over 100 cases in 2 years. Last year alone we had 79 DUIs, 34 domestic violence cases. Most people know this, but those are some of the most dangerous for cops. So far this year we've had 4 sexual offenses. Those take years to finish. Unfortunately, most of those involve children. They're not very pleasant to work, and you're searching phones, you're talking to people. We've had them child porn on phones, all kinds of vile things that these guys, mainly our detective, we got one detective, and that's all she pretty much works is sex offenses. We average probably about 2 calls a month with those, and we're right on track this year for that amount. So our detention center, after we arrest somebody, they go to the jail, they're responsible for the safety of the inmates and the security of the facility. 31 inmates, that's what I had. I don't know what our current number is. We're probably right around that. It fluctuates daily, sometimes up and down multiple times a day. We hold inmates for all counties that need our help. We also, for Department of Corrections, and we hold our own inmates. To talk about this mill levy, if we had to pay for our own inmates, I have 15 of them on there. I think last year there's a time when we probably had close to 18 of our own inmates in the jail. 8, 9 years ago, 10 years ago, there's times we would have none of our own inmates. So we're getting more and more of our own inmates into that jail, which leaves less room for paying inmates to come. To put it into perspective, Lewis and Clark County, Gallatin County, I think they charge roughly right around $120 a day per inmate. So if we didn't have that jail and we had to get rid of it, you would fit just 15 inmates. It could be more than that. Sometimes it's less, but I just put 15. It would cost about $1,800 a day, $55,800 a month, and about $670,000 a year. If you remember that $670,000 a year, I'm going to show you a slide of the detention budget. That would cost more than the whole detention budget. So, yeah. Then if we had inmates in other facilities, we would still have to go pick them up, drive them back for court, take them to medical facilities, pay for all of their medical and all that still. So we'd have to still have that kind of money. So here's a 911 call. I put this in here just to kind of show, or so you guys can listen to what dispatch goes through in that little room. This is just the 911 call. I could not figure out how to get all the other things that the one dispatcher working is doing. She also, you got to think about when you hear this, she's paging fire, EMS, she's getting our deputies rolling that way, and she's calling for a coroner. This is a head-on crash on the north end of the county several years ago that resulted in a double fatality.
Yeah, we got a bad head-on. Mile marker 58, lady 7, 12 feet at the north end of the valley.
You said mile marker 58?
Correct.
Okay.
East Winston fired and Lucan Park is Sky Lakes and Beefgate. So I get the traffic stop, man. It's bad.
Okay, all
I
right.
couldn't stop to see how bad the car was, okay?
Okay, hold on. Let me start getting people called. Hold on one second.
Yeah.
We're just getting people in around, okay?
How we doing?
Hold on just a second. Okay, sir, what's your name?
Emily Goodyear. I'm at 87 Jimmy Green Road, my house. That's right in front of the kitchen shop. We're right at John Potter's driveway.
Okay, what's your phone number?
This one's 439-0123.
Okay, 2 vehicles involved?
3.
3?
One of them, I clicked, it's on fire or some other thing.
It's on fire?
Well, what?
Okay, hold on.
It's hard to tell what's going on. I'm trying to get traffic to slow down a half a mile.
Head on?
Okay, we're up around the corner, 10 miles an hour. What was that now?
You're slowing traffic, you said?
I am. I'm around in that corner, there's cars everywhere.
Okay, so let me put you on hold really quick. 1 moment.
Yeah, no problem. How you talk to my wife?
Hello? Hello? You go for her. Is that it?
Yes, ma'am. This is Kenley's wife.
Okay, okay.
He's trying like crazy to hold the traffic down. Okay, snowplow has the road blocked from the other end. Okay, it's heading towards town. So, yeah, you thought it looked like the, engine might have been on fire, but I can't tell.
Okay, we do
We're
have,
far enough beyond it.
okay, we do have, fire, ambulance, MH, as our deputy en route, okay?
Okay,
Okay,
dear.
if anything changes, let us know.
We will do that.
Thank you, bye. Thanks, bye-bye.
So like I said, imagine that call, try to page fire, EMS, highway patrol, deputies, trying to get a hold of a coroner. That's one of probably, I don't even know, probably 10, 15 calls that usually come in on a situation like that. There's one dispatcher in there working at a time, at most of the time. Once in a while, there's two, most of the time, there's one. So it's pretty intense, it takes a special person to be able to work down there. That was Kylie, she's our dispatch supervisor, she does a phenomenal job, you can tell, remaining calm, trying to get people where they need to go. Up next is a video, it's about 35 minutes long, and it's pieced together. Deputy Aaron Reynolds built this for me. I was dealing with some stuff, so he put this together. This is a video, and it shows kind of, this is just several videos and things that we deal with. This isn't like a span of a year. This is things that happen every day here in Broadwater County. So we tried to edit out most of the cussing. There is a little bit, so I do apologize, but there is taser videos, and a little bit of everything. There is that crash that Deputy Reynolds was involved in on here, so it's a pretty violent crash, just I'm kind of warning everyone, it is on here. So I will play this. I'll try to give you a little bit about what is going on, so you kind of know what each call is. This first call is a domestic violence call. Under Sheriff Wood and one of our reserves, Brian Morgan, showed up and took care of this situation. You guys hear that all right?
Anna. Put your hands up. Put your hands up. Hands up. Put your hands up. This shit. Turn over. Turn over. Turn over. Turn over! Oh, no! Hands behind your back! Hands behind your back, right now! Do it now! Go out here! I'm so sorry, and I love you! I'll get him. I'll get him. Just let me get my flash. I love you, I'm so sorry! I love you! I'm so sorry. And I love you. And I love you. If I get in trouble, I'll face the 40 to life. It's my whole life away from my daughter. Can you do that? Not do that. I promise you, I'm going to tell you now, if y'all try to cuff me, y'all might shoot me.
No, we're not gonna shoot
Y'all
you.
don't have to, because I'm going to reach for y'all to make y'all shoot me. I'm not going to prison for life. I'm 22 years old and I can't do that. My daughter has a father to live for and I can't do that.
And there was no intention for her to get hurt whatsoever, and I don't think we have any reason to believe that there was intention for anyone to get her other than you hurt yourself, correct?
I didn't even expect the moderate break.
Right.
Like you said, what you say, you haven't seen that happen before, you haven't seen it much.
He used to speak out in Vegas, he's seen some shit.
I didn't expect that shit to break, dude.
Yeah.
I wouldn't want to hear about it.
Yeah.
I just was trying to just knock some sense or some fucking, I just said to myself, honestly.
Well, like I said, man, you need to figure out a much healthier way to,
And I'm trying,
and do some push-ups or go for a run or something, man.
I was going down the road, I couldn't just open the door and get out like I thought about, but I couldn't do it.
Yeah, alright. So, here's just where we're at, man. Nobody got hurt on purpose, that's not what we're insinuating, that's not what we're saying. However, under Montana state law, when someone is injured negligently, especially a child, we do have to arrest on it. So,
Listen to me, I'm telling you.
don't do something dumb, man, because we're gonna drop here real quick. So Jason,
Turn around. I can't go to
Jason,
jail.
listen,
I'm
hey.
afraid of the life. You're gonna
listen to me.
I'm afraid of the life, sir.
Any move you make is not gonna help your case, is it?
I can't go to jail.
Okay, so,
I will leave like I was trying to already
Okay.
do.
Jason, Jason,
Man, I can't go to jail. I'm facing afraid of the life. I can't go to jail.
Jason, this has
I
nothing,
can't.
Jason, Jason,
I can't go to jail. My daughter would never.
I got it. Jason,
Sir, my.
I need you to think about your daughter, man.
See me again.
No, that's not true.
I can't
That's not
go
true.
to jail.
Jason,
I will leave like I was
no,
trying to do.
Jason. Well, I got it.
Stop, no.
Alright, put your hands behind your back.
Come on, man. Think about your daughter, brother. I know, man. I know. Control that. Lawyer for 10-15. Hey, Jason.
I was trying to leave somewhere, and I wanted this to happen. I was trying to leave. I was trying to leave.
I know, man.
I was trying to leave. I was trying to leave.
Okay. Man, let's just on this right up.
This is another domestic violence case that
Okay,
deputies
this
got
side.
called to.
Like, I live not right here, it's my girl. And I heard them fucking just going to town,
Yelling or fighting?
like fighting, like
Okay.
banging.
In here?
Yeah.
In the shed?
Yes.
Okay. Just stay right here, right? No, come here.
Okay, why? No, why? Why?
Hey, sir, come here. Stop. Come talk to me out here.
Why? Okay.
Lock it off.
Why did you do it?
Put your hands together. Put your hands together. Get down. Get back. Get back.
Please.
Drop Mike. Here, I got another set right here.
Sir, I'm sorry. It's all right, sir.
Man, stay right there.
Sir,
Shut the
Sir, you want me invisible. I don't want to do it your way.
Yeah. When we tell you to do something, we expect you
Sir,
to
I
do
don't
it.
know.
This was a helicopter crash a couple years ago up on Highway 12 during the Deep Creek fire. Thank God everyone was able to get out of there. It turned into basically turned into a pile of ash after we got everyone out.
Come on!
Everybody's out of the helicopter.
This is not your house.
This was a stalking, violating an order of protection
You're living on my
call.
street with your mother.
No!
Right now, you're under that. Okay. Shoot!
You shoot me? Hey, the other garage showboard,
Actively resisting.
yeah. He shot his partner.
His backup, just so everyone knows, he's the only one working. His backup was actually two deputies that were off. They were together, they showed up in shorts and t-shirts to help him. This is a DUI down south. If you look, this vehicle up here, it's driving completely in the wrong lane. Thank God we had a deputy right there. This video will kind of go through a DUI process, just to kind of show people how a DUI works and how in-depth they are. It's not the whole thing, but it is part of one. They take hours to work. You'll see he turns the wrong way on the interstate.
This guy's about to get on the interstate backwards.
Here with it. Control the team, where the traffic with the vehicle going around the lane.
David Williams, Team 419, White Honda Civic.
You kind of watch this here in a little bit. You'll see a deputy take his coat off and give it to the guy. So regardless of what the Facebook warriors tell us about how mean these guys are, you can see they're calling for EMTs and, you know, treat people with respect after we tase them. You get a deputy that literally takes his coat off his back and gives it to this guy just to do the steps outside.
Good. Do you know why I'm pulling you over? Okay, why am I pulling you over? What's that? Yeah, you're driving in the completely wrong lane and then you're trying to get on the interstate backwards. How much you been drinking, man? Just the one beer? How big was that beer? Okay. Okay, where are you guys trying to get to? Bozeman? Okay, is that where do you guys live there or are you just staying out there? You live in Bozeman? Okay. Do you got your driver's license on you, sir? You got your left foot on the line, and then take your right foot and place it in front of your left foot, touching heel to toe like this. So right through your heel to toe? Like that? No. So left foot on the line. Now take your right foot and place it in front of your left foot like mine. See how my right foot's in front of my left foot? Knock it out. Put this right here. No, sure. I'm doing it. Okay. Take your hands out of your pocket. I know you're cold, but take your hands out of your pockets, okay? And then I'm gonna have you keep your hands at your side. I'm cold. I know, man. I'm gonna have you stand in that position until I tell you to move. Do you understand? Can I get a jacket? Yeah. Do you want to get a jacket? I'm going. What? I think he's got an extra deal. Let's get you a jacket, all right, man? I think I'm good. Just confused. Okay. So I'm gonna have you stand. Check this over, officer. Yeah. I can be it. I have jacket inside. You're good, man. Just throw that one on. It's so hot.
It'll warm me up a little bit. It doesn't have a zipper though. Knock and drop. It doesn't have a zipper. Oh, you do.
Yeah. So you're gonna knock it on. Yep, so I'm gonna have you stay in that position until I tell you to move. Do you understand knock and drop?
Yep.
Okay. Are you ready to begin? Okay, so once you start the test, don't stop, okay?
Okay.
And remember, keep your hands at your side.
Yeah.
Yep, right here like this. Out of your pockets though.
Can I do it now? Okay.
Yeah, you want your hands like this, Nagendra. You don't want them in your pockets. No. Just like that, man. All right, you can go when you're ready.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Can I done now?
Yeah, so, yep.
1,
drop a turn, step offline. Still missing heel to toe. Started too soon in that position.
All right.
Perfect, man.
What's your main language you guys speak?
Hindi.
Okay.
Okay, I would say.
All right. Keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going, keep going. There we go. Jordan. Okay. So that's saying you're at a 163, so you're pretty high, okay? So the legal limit's 0.08, so you're almost double what the legal limit is, all right?
This was a guy that just got his camper stuck in the middle of the road. You'll see kind of how things just go from 0 to 100 and how fast it happens. You'll see him as he's approaching a white car. It's kind of hard, a white highway patrol car. He punches the window, so it's kind of hard to tell exactly what, but he punches the window, and that's what, you'll see what happens after that.
Where are you going? We're gonna go to the white car here. Okay. You gonna take care of that? Yeah, we'll take care of it. We're calling the phone right now. The white one there. Yeah. The white car. All right, just hang out with these guys for this thing, man. And that's here. Okay. I didn't do nothing, dude. Stop your other arm. Your other arm. Do it now. You're gonna get tased. Do you understand? I'm not doing nothing. Give me your other arm. Do it now. It's right there. Do it now. It's there. Oh, shit, man. You know what? Nobody did nothing. You did this. Ah, man, you play like it up. No, wait. No. Alright, let's get medical rolling. Okay. And you'll. Hey, that's sir. You're done. We're gonna arrest you. Oh, you're done. Okay, I got you. My lip is all broken. I don't care. Okay. What you did was stupid.
So this is one of our dogs. This video shows how valuable these dogs are. It's another partner for these deputies. We got two. You can kind of see this is a non-compliant violent offender that was been ordered to be arrested if you see him.
Do not fight me. I will release my dog in your face. You understand me?
The deputies have a button on their vest to open the door so the dog can get out.
Hey! Come on! Get him like him! Hey, come!
I'm done.
Get on down! Push your face out of the shirt! Get him, Max!
Ow! Shit in my leg!
Don't release. Do not fight! You understand me? Yes!
So he had a large, or a knife, I don't know if it was large, but on his hip. It's that orange thing on there.
Hey, look at back. Stay right there.
If you watch, as soon as he gets him handcuffed, how well trained these dogs are.
Did he never hit you?
Yep.
Oh! I'm gonna kill myself.
Jay!
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. Here's your mom. Okay?
Stay.
Shut up. Shut up, your hole.
Stay. No. No. Stay. Control them.
I'm dying. I'm gonna kill myself.
I want to change. Can you pay the ambulance for a dog bite?
I'm killing myself.
Isaiah,
I'm killing myself.
what are you doing trying to find me,
I'm
man?
killing myself. I'm killing myself. I'm done. I'm dead. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself.
Control, and also notify Seven.
That's my helping out.
Isaiah,
Go to hell. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna kill myself and get in trouble. I'm gonna kill myself. I'm gonna kill myself.
let's go. Chains off, though.
You okay?
You got it. You got it, Sarge. He's up there.
This is down in the detention center, shows how fast things change down there and how dangerous that environment can be. Doesn't happen all the time, but it does happen down there too often. This is that crash with Deputy Reynolds up north. This happened about 6-7 months later at the Big Bull. Deputies were in another somewhat pursuit heading south. This deputy was heading north to try to help out, and thank God we didn't have what happened in the last video. There's a video right after this, and it's of another deputy that was behind him, so it kind of has a different perspective of right after this happened. This is just to show when these guys run a dog around a car to search for drugs, this is kind of how they do it. You'll see after he walks around the first time, goes back around the second time, the dog will sit on the passenger side on the left side there as you're looking at it. And that's him indicating that there was narcotics in the vehicle, and then it'll show what was found. There's a few pictures after that. This is right in Townsend at the car wash. After the dog sits, you'll see Deputy Rasmussen throw a ball. That's what the dog's working towards. So he's rewarding him with the ball, or his toy, or whatever it is. So you can see him sit right there. See him always giving these dogs praise. You have to praise the dog for what he's trained to do. So when they do what they're supposed to do, even when they bite somebody, you know, that's what they know. So that's some methamphetamine, some mushrooms, a needle, a couple needles. This is a search down at Steering Trailers. There's a pursuit with a couple four-wheelers. So we're utilizing the dog to help track to see where the individual ran off to.
Sheriff's Office K-9, if you're out here, you're gonna get back!
Trailer. Oh.
Hey, let me see your let me see your get bitten by my dog, you don't comply. Look. Wait. Shut up. Put your hands up to your side. I got it.
You won't be shot, you understand? Do not move. Do not move. Sir, please. Do not move. You will be shot. Shut up. If you move, you will be shot. Understand that, sir? Do not move.
My dog's loose, just so you know.
Yep. There's a loose dog over here.
I don't care.
Move on your side.
Any weapons on you?
Yes, sir. Absolutely not. Have your face, man. Good. Is the guy okay? What guy?
You don't even know where you are, do you?
Yeah, you. The guy over there?
You're not with my No, you're good.
Boss, good.
This video is just showing the praise of the dog again for finding the individual. This is a pursuit on the, just outside of Townsend here, out by Watson Irrigation. There was 4 people in the car, they all 4 ended up in jail, but things just kind of go sideways when these guys are out there.
Oh my God!
Deputy, or Sergeant Cordova He had somebody under arrest for a warrant. He was able to drop them off at the jail and still catch up to the pursuit because they ended up turning around going towards Helena. So this is coming into East Helena. He was shooting heroin as he was driving down the road. You'll see what we found in the car. You'll see 2 magazines for a gun. We did not find the guns. We're pretty sure he threw them out the window. You know, in a case like this, you'll see us, Highway Patrol, and Lewis and Clark County are all here.
Even before it wasn't changed. Just go to East Helena.
So all that was found in that car, all those needles, a lot of them had blood, you know, uncapped. All this methamphetamine, these are all individual bags found in one big bag. But the little blue thing there is a field test kit, so we can test it to make sure if it is methamphetamine. This is just, we deal with this stuff far too often. We were just dealing with a similar situation a couple weeks ago.
Where are you guys drinking in Helena?
I think these guys drove home, just so you know. I can't remember for sure if they got charged or what the deal was.
Well, we're at the same place.
Over at RY?
Yep.
Okay.
You just don't have to drive this license because it's got 2 DUIs.
Okay.
So I take it down. Downtown, he's got these. Oh, well, I don't really want to. Okay.
Yep, that's why the ambulance come check them out. All right, Frank, where you go?
No.
Okay. You okay?
No.
No.
It's kind of comical, but on the other hand, knowing that those guys are out driving down the road is pretty scary. This was a stabbing here in Townsend that we responded to. You'll hear just kind of how chaotic things get with dogs and people yelling, and you watch the deputies show up and try to get things under control.
Get your hands up. Hey, get down on the ground. Get down on the ground. Everybody here knows I didn't show. Get down on the ground now. Get on the ground. Get down on the ground. We're gonna hit you with speaker. Everybody, let me get my microphone. Come on, man. I'm not gonna hurt you. Hurry up on around. What are you gonna do to me? Come on, you ain't gotta do that. I said let me get my microphone. Get on the ground. Well, keep them there. I'm good. Who's that? Me. Oh, you want when you try to cut him? No. Okay, put the razor knife out. Where it's not. Like earlier, but I wrestled and learned inside. Come on.
Intoxication.
Okay, all right, I get it. You got all worked up tonight, and I know it's put a lot of stress on your heart, okay? So, this is gonna hurt, okay? That's gonna be quick, fast, and in a hurry, okay? 1, 2, 3. Wake up, Gary.
No, sweet.
Okay, relax. You're okay now. Got yellow. I got it.
I know I've been drinking, but
I don't know you have. I can smell it when we came here the first time.
no, it's intoxicated. I was drinking very night. It's not that Doug came out, grabbed me by the
You got your heart.
He grabbed me by the neck and started choking me in. I had to defend myself, man.
Okay.
Look at him and look at me.
So like I said, we got 2 canines, a Kai and Zero. I think these are Luna. We've had, 4 in the last 8, 9 years. Luna, she passed away a couple years ago. This is just some of the drugs and things she's got out of cars. And then we had Max, he's the one that bit the guy. He is retired now, living at home with his owner. Then we got 2 of them out working. So when people ask me, where does the money for the mill levy go? This is where it goes. It goes to the dispatcher on the other end of the call when somebody needs help to make sure people are getting help. It goes to the detention officers who are making sure the inmates are taken care of and safe inside the facility. And then it goes to these deputies who are leaving their house and their families every night to make sure that all the citizens are safe. Like I said, you watch these videos, I don't care what the Facebook warriors say, these guys leave every day, they go out there, they try their absolute best to treat people with respect, to make sure they're taken care of, and, you know, whether we're tasing them or a dog bite, you know, we're getting the ambulance there, they're trying to do their absolute best with what we have, and that's what this mill levy helps support. One of the last things one of the other last little departments or things that we deal with is coroners. Like I said, I'm the elected coroner. I have 4 deputy coroners. Usually what happens on a coroner call is dispatch will receive a call from a loved one. They haven't heard from their friend, a family member. It could be a witness death, a suicide, traffic accident, something like that. Usually deputies show up first, and then the coroner shows up. We start the investigation. Our job is to determine the cause and the manner of death. Sometimes we have to get an autopsy done. We don't do the autopsies. That means we got to go to Billings to have an autopsy done for $1,500. The liability involved in coroner cases is pretty high. That's why we get those done, to help determine the decision sometimes. And then we finalize the case. We turn the body over to the funeral home. We work with family, get them in contact with the funeral home, and then we sign the death certificate. Last year, I think we had 19 coroner calls. They're not real fun to work either. This year we've already had 9. We've had a lot just recently, so it's another busy part of our job that we're out taking care of the families and the people who pass away. So a little bit about our budget. I just got a few little clips of our budget. I can't show the whole thing on there because it gets confusing to talk about all of it. So our personnel is 77% of our entire budget. So our law enforcement wages alone, so just deputies, is $1.4 million. Our detention wages is $586,000. So remember when I told you that it would cost us potentially up to $600,000 to $700,000 to hold inmates for another county, or if we had to take them somewhere else, it would cost more than what it costs to pay detention officers to make sure somebody's there every day. And then our dispatch, you know, it's 411,000. In the last meeting I talked about, we have 6 dispatchers, 8 detention officers. So our total budget, it's $3.2 million. Our wages is $2.5 million. I did the math, it leaves us $748,000 for everything else. That's fuel in cars, that's new cars, that's equipment, training, our contract services. We have a records management system that it's $40,000, $50,000 a year just to maintain that. We have to have them. Our tasers alone, the days of just buying things, it seems like everywhere is now contracts with people. Our tasers, we just talked, it's almost $14,000 a year just to make sure these guys have tasers. It covers warranties and then the technology involved with them. And as you can tell, they get used. So $748,000. It doesn't leave us a lot. So you can imagine if we didn't have this mill levy, what do you cut? You know, obviously that's going to end up being wages. That's your biggest thing, to try to cut some of them. Well, from that video, as you can tell, these guys, they're busy. We don't have a bunch of deputies. We have 1 to 2 deputies working a shift. So this is what they're dealing with daily out there. So I guess off of that, does anybody have any questions for me right now? Or comments or concerns, or go ahead. If you want to come up here just so somebody else might have a question too, so. Like on
I think I can speak loud enough.
Okay.
I was just curious on, when you guys house prisoners from other counties, are we doing that at cost, or are we doing that to make some cushion to help facilitate the budget?
Yeah, so most of our inmates we get are from the Department of Corrections. State law, they set that cost. It's $82, so we cannot go, well, that's what our cost, and we charge that for other counties. For other inmates too. We don't get a lot of other inmates, but like Marr County, our neighbors, their jail's a 72-hour holding facility, so if they have somebody that needs to go to jail for a long time, we charge them the 82, so it's the same, it's as everywhere, but I'd say 95% of our inmates that we get in are Department of Corrections. So, and that's set by statute. Does anyone else have any questions?
That's one of our revenue sources.
Yeah. Yeah, we do.
That was my kind of
Yeah, that's
answer
one of
my
our
question,
revenues.
make sure we're not doing that at a loss.
No.
Yeah. No, we
That
do,
sounds fine.
so we get our main sources of revenue, we get 34.4% of the floating mills from the county that the state sets on how many we get and how much those are worth. So the commissioners give us 34.4%. We get money from the city of Townsend, because the law says the city has to provide law enforcement services, so we just do a contract with them to provide that. And then we get PILT money, state entitlement money, and then and that's, not a lot, maybe a couple $100,000. I don't even think it's that much. And then our mill levy. So our mill levy is, like I said, it's about 1/3 of our budget. We do also get inmates, and we'll set a number to make our budget whole. So I think we're at 23 this year. We have to have 23 inmates a year to help make our budget whole, or not a year, a month, to make our budget whole, to help offset some of this tax burden on the public. 5 years ago, we did not take, we could have knocked it down to where we don't have to hold any inmates, but we didn't want to do that. We wanted to get to where we're at a comfortable level. It can kind of go up and down, but we got to be a little bit careful, because we're getting more and more of our own inmates, so we got to have room for them. So, did that answer your question?
Yes.
Okay. Does anyone else have any questions or comments or concerns? Okay, well, if you guys have any friends down on the south end of Broadwater County, we're gonna be down there next Wednesday, the 12th, at 6 o'clock at Headwaters. This will be access. You can send people to the link on our Facebook or to the county YouTube. They can watch this. Thank you guys for coming out and just watching to kind of see where your tax dollars go, and these deputies kind of go through on a daily basis. So thank you guys, I appreciate it, and I guess have a good week.